Elias, you were sick, had to miss last game. Was that tough, not being able to be on the bench and be able to be involved in that game?
Yeah, it was pretty tough. So when I got the news to just kind of stay home and rest, I was kind of battling with flukes about coming just to sit on the bench, just to support. But, yeah, it was tough for me just staying at home and not being there. But even while at home, I was still cheering on the whole game. So I was still happy with the outcome of the win.
What can you guys tell us about Ohio? What do you have to be ready for from them?
I mean, I think they have a decent mix of shooting and driving. They have one kid that's averaging, I think, 19 points a game. He's got good size, 6'9", 230. So we've got to, be prepared for him. He likes to drive the ball, pretty athletic. So, we've got to be able to, take away what he wants. I think, hopefully we can grow on, the last game where, they had a guy that averaged, over 20 points a game, and, we let him get 30. So this game, we kind of want to take away what he wants to do offensively.
Yeah, just kind of piggyback off of Ryan. Just staying within our defensive system. I mean, we go over it so much, but it's just to the point where we just got to, lock in and just stick to that defensive system, because I feel like the system that we have in place, I feel like it'll work. So, yes.
Ryan, you played really well against Auburn and then didn't score in the next two games in Maui. What was that like for you? I think one of the games that was only a few minutes you were in the game, but to be someone throughout your whole career, you've really impacted games and been the change maker. To have a different role in those two games, what was that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely different. I think Coach, didn't think those were good matchups for me. Basically, is kind of what he told me. So, I'm just gonna, the games I, get to play, bigger minutes. I'm just gonna, do my best, go in and, make shots, make plays, defend the best of my ability, and then, the games I don't play as much, I'm gonna root the guys that are on the floor and, just try to do whatever I can to win, every game.
Now that the team is 8 games in, what have been the biggest adjustments for you coming from San Jose State and learning a new system and being on a new team?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, like you said, obviously I had a really high usage role at San Jose State. I handled the ball a lot. I actually came off a ton of ball screens at San Jose State, whereas obviously here I'm more, spacing the floor, secondary, person where, maybe, one of our guards will drive and kick, and then I'll play off of them more. So, I mean, that's definitely been, an adjustment. But it's just, I mean, I love our team, and Coach has a great system. And so I've just been, adjusting to that, playing off of, all the great drivers and playmakers that we have on this team.
Elias, there's been a lot of talk about, progress and building progress from game to game. What would you like to see this team do on Wednesday night to kind of take another step in the right direction?
Well, I heard the post-game interview with Coach Steele, and it was a lot of emphasis on the defensive side. So I feel like if we get in that defensive grit and just, every possession have that mentality of just locking in and staying within the system, I really feel like if we do good on that side of the court, our offensive side will literally just blow up, to be honest.
This is kind of an odd question for you, Elias, but your form when you shoot three-pointers is very different. It's unusual. It's almost like you kind of have a kick at the end, and you shoot a little flatter than, like, say, I don't know, Ryan. Was there a person you modeled your shot after, or when you were learning how to really shoot three-pointers or from distance, anything that kind of sticks out to you on how you developed that form?
I wouldn't really say I kind of modeled after anybody. When I see myself on film, it kind of spooks me a little bit because I don't even know I do it myself. But I guess that's just kind of how I grew up, if it's just the elevation on the shot. And I don't really know, to be honest. But, yeah, it's just something I guess I do when I shoot because, like I said, even when I look at myself on film and I see myself kick it, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know I do that. So, yes.
Ryan, do you notice that? I mean, you're a pure shooter as well. I mean, when you see Elias's form, did it give you a pause at all?
I mean, yeah, obviously, every shooter's form's a little unique. But yeah, I mean, his definitely stands out, as being unique from others. But I mean, everybody's got their own, everybody's built different. And so if it goes in, it goes in.
Agreed.